Hi guys.
I'm Shauni.
And I'm Mondi. And we've been married for 11 lovely years.
Yes, indeed. And today's topic, relationships are simple, but people make them hard.
Yes, guys, before we get started, we want you to hit that notification bell and don't forget to subscribe.
Yes, indeed. And we're going to talk about the topic at hand right after this intro. Wow!
Man.
Oh. Okay, guys, relationships are simple, but people make them hard. Okay, and I think, starting off with this, a lot of times people often confuse chemistry with compatibility.
True.
That's why a lot of relationships fail, right? Because a lot of people take that chemistry that they feel with somebody and believe it to be, ooh, we have a connection. Ooh, we can be long term.
Right.
But long term doesn't happen with just chemistry and connection. It happens with compatibility.
True.
You know what I mean? You have to be compatible with one another. Like similar.
Same values.
Similar thoughts, value systems.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
the core of who you are, the things that you enjoy, right? Like I always say, is that for us, we have different personalities.
True.
I'm more lively and jokey, he more chill, but our foundation is the same, right? That's why we are long term. That's why we get along the way that we do. That's why, this is going to be to the end, my friends. Howdy ho.
Howdy ho.
You get what I'm saying?
That's right. That is. I mean, that's what it has to be, because the relationship on chemistry alone, it's like building a house on sand.
Yep.
Eventually, it's gonna fall when the wind blows. And the wind could be anything that disrupts your relationship.
Yep.
From the inside, from the outside.
Yep.
Because there's no core there.
Yep.
There's nothing to stabilize that foundation
100%.
of core beliefs and beings, the things that hold you guys together.
Yeah.
Whatever it could be, like we said, values. You
Yeah.
know, do you guys have shared values about life and family?
Yeah.
All of those things that need to be in place structurally to hold the family together.
100%. Like I always say, just because they screwable don't mean they booable. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
I like that. That's right.
What about trauma? You know what I mean? Because I find this a lot. I have done it myself a lot, as a matter of fact, and a lot of people do this. It is bringing their trauma, their past hurts, their fears into the relationship, expecting the person that you're with to fix it, and that is not their job.
No.
It's yours.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a hard one, because a lot of times people don't even know that they're bringing their past trauma in there. And they don't even know, and the person that they're with doesn't even know, because they haven't talked about their past trauma.
Yep.
And so now you done triggered them.
They got triggers.
You triggered them, and now they're upset, and you don't even know why they're upset.
Yeah, you can't understand it.
You can't understand. It's
what?
like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And you think it's something that you did, but really it's something that happened to them in the past.
Yeah. And sometimes it is something that you did that is the same trigger.
Okay, I get you.
From the past. It's in the, see what I'm saying? When you're dealing with emotion, emotions is in the subconscious.
Yeah.
Okay? Feelings are in the conscious, but emotions are in the subconscious.
Right,
so then when people are in relationships, when they trigger them in a way, it generally has nothing to do with that person. It is a subconscious trigger that comes up to them, right? And it makes them feel a type of way, and you left wondering what the work.
Yeah, I get
You
that.
know what I mean?
I get that. That's like somewhere if somebody says, how is my singing? And you say something sarcastic about it.
Yeah.
And it reminds them of a parent or a past relationship who said something sarcastic about it.
Right.
And now they feel like you are the same person.
You're attacking them.
You're attacking them.
Right.
Okay? And you got to get down to the core of what really is going on with people. And a lot of times people don't take the time to do that.
But see, this how come I always talk about, and you always talk about, getting yourself together.
Yeah.
Mentally and emotionally before you enter into these relationships. It is not the job of your partner to fix your
Yeah, facts.
It's not.
Yeah.
That is your job.
Yeah.
Okay? So before you go running and getting in these relationships and being mad and blaming them because they ain't fixing your problem, go see a therapist.
Yeah. And there's a lot of free stuff online. There's a lot of online stuff that you can do now. There's a lot of online sites that you can go, and I think there's a stigma in our culture where, and even in a lot of cultures, where they don't feel like it's something that they need to do. They don't need to involve somebody in the outside in their relationship.
Right.
When in fact, you need a neutral party.
Sure.
At least someone who's trained that can spot certain signs of things that are going on, things that you're doing and saying.
Yeah.
And can point them out to you.
Yeah.
At least give you something to ponder on.
100%. You know, and the first thing you need to do is seek therapy for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay? Right? Because I'm like I said, I had to do it myself. I had to realize, wait a minute, it ain't just everybody else here now. You know, you probably a big problem in this situation. You get what I'm saying? So I had to work on stuff myself. And so that's why I always encourage people to go seek therapy.
Yeah.
Go seek therapy. I don't care what your folks say. Go see somebody who is a professional, so that because sometimes you can't conceptualize the reason for your anger or the reason for your outburst. But a trained professional can ask you the appropriate questions to help you dig to get to the reasons why.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Confront some of those issues that you may be dealing with that you might not even know that you got going on.
100%. Or you thought you was past.
That you was past.
Yeah, but your actions showing otherwise. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a hard.
Self-love, though.
Self-love. Ooh,
boy.
That is hard. And there's even there's a little movement going on where people are against self-love.
Yes, bug me out.
How could you possibly against someone loving themselves?
That bugs me out.
Now, if it's at the expense of someone else, I can understand that. But if you are trying to love yourself first before you go into a relationship,
that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. Now, there's this whole toxic self-love movement. Let me just say something to that. Ain't no such thing as toxic self-love. If you are treating people poorly, it's because you're an asshole.
That's it.
Okay? Because here it is. When there is true self-love, you reflect outward what you have inside. And if there is love inside, you express that to other people. So if they're saying that I love myself, but they're still being toxic to other people, they perpetrating a fraud. They don't really love themselves. That ain't self-love.
That's not self-love. And that's how you can tell the difference. That's very clear. What you just said is how you can tell the difference if it's true self-love. Because true self-love comes from within, and then you're going to express that outward. If you're claiming that you have self-love, like you said, and you are expressing anger and vitriol and bitterness to people, that's not self-love.
No.
That's the toxic self-love that they're talking about. Not the kind where it's love and love projecting out.
But that is not true self-love.
Right.
Okay? There's a lot of bitterness and hatred and stuff still in you.
Yes.
True self-love, you exude love and peace outwardly because that's what you feel inside. Okay? So if people are, doing the most, that's not true self-love. They're perpetrating fraud. I'm sorry to tell you. You get what I'm saying?
You just go back with perpetrating a fraud?
They perpetrating a fraud.
See, them young kids don't know nothing about no
You're perpetrating a fraud. You're perpetrating a fraud.
That's funny.
Egos.
Yeah. Egos are one of those things that will destroy everything.
Everything.
Egos are like a nuclear bomb. If left unchecked, they will destroy your relationship, your job, your everything around you will be destroyed if you do not check your ego.
Yes, indeed. Let me just tell you something. You want a relationship to work, you gonna have to temper your ego.
Yes.
Okay? Ego is a destroyer of relationships. Okay? Because what happens with ego is that people are so self-absorbed and they're in the relationship and it is about them and about what they want.
Yes.
Be damned what you want.
Yes.
Okay? So if you can learn how to temper that ego, calm that ego down and say, look, ego, I'm gonna need for you to relax because I like this one. I don't want this one to get away.
Yeah.
So let me calm myself down and actually listen and hear what the other person is saying, and let me be a comfort or a giver to the other person of what they need in the relationship. If everybody did that, then I'm telling you, your relationship would turn 180 degrees.
Yeah. If you can, and usually the quickest way to check an ego is just to pause.
Yeah.
Pause for a minute, because the ego is a very reactive kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, if you can just pause for a few minutes and just, or even a minute, just to pause and just say, take a beat and be like, okay, let me.
Are they right?
Are they right? Okay. Ask the question.
Yeah.
And before you know it, you're gonna start formulating answers in your own head. Mm-hmm. Either you agree or you disagree, but now you have the calmness within you to talk about what's going on.
100%.
Instead of, presenting a defense.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because that's what ego does.
Yeah.
Ego is about self, and ego is not about the other person. And relationships cannot exist and sustain themselves that way.
Yeah.
They just cannot. So you have to learn how to turn your ego off or turn your ego down, and learn how to focus on the needs of your partner. And if everybody is focusing on the needs of their partner, then everybody is happy and ain't no problem.
Ain't no problem.
If something arrives, you already know what to do.
You already got the plan in place.
Right. You feel me?
I feel you. I think that was great right there. You gonna leave it right there?
I think we could. We can leave that one right there.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna leave it right there, guys, 'cause that was good. I love that one. I thought you had something more for me.
Well, I don't want it to be too long, y'all. Y'all attention spans is real short nowadays, y'all.
Okay,
exactly.
All right, guys. If you heard something you like, dislike, whatever it was, drop it in the comments box below. We want to hear from you.
Yes, indeed. And if you could, support us at our website, www.urbanwellbred.com.
That's right, guys. But please don't forget to like.
And share. And whatever you do, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. Bing, bing. Till next time. Peace.